Hello everybody, if you chose deck number 1, here's your reading and welcome. All right, first off, we have a lovely piece of amethyst. I don't know if you're an amethyst lover, but this really talks about needing some mental serenity and calmness. Amethyst is your friend. So I'm feeling that if you've picked pile number 1, you might be here because you need some peace of mind over something. So let's go ahead and see what the cards have to say. All right, we're gonna cut the deck here. Oops. Pick up the cards over. All right, let's see what's going on, you guys. Ooh, some of you may have been in an argument lately. Maybe you said have said some kind of hurtful things. This is an interesting card because my Knight of Swords, well, he's kind of an argumentative energy. Either you're the one that's being argumentative, or you've been in an argument, or somebody has been kind of coming at you. Sometimes we kind of think to ourselves like, oh my gosh, did I say everything I needed to say? Was I mean? Did I like bite this person's head off? Was it the right call? I feel like my head was bitten off, or whatever it is. And just that sometimes when we're not used to setting boundaries or kind of like releasing our thoughts and feelings out to our loved ones, we can find ourselves being a little extra excitable. What I'm feeling with this one here is that either you bit someone's head off or someone bit your head off, and the message kind of remains the same, but maybe the delivery could have been better. My Knight of Swords, when I see him here, he's here to like really break the balance of things. So something has just not been working. All right, we've got the Devil card here, and I'm going to cover up a little bit of this because there is a tiny bit of nudity, just a tiny bit. We're going to cover it up. Okay, so I'm feeling that, so there's been some kind of argumentative energy going on around you, and it's kind of disturbing your peace of mind. And the thing that's been making it hard for you to kind of transform out of this situation is the Devil card. And the Devil card kind of does get a bad rap as a card in the tarot. But it is a card of Capricorn, and it is a card of kind of like looking at our life and seeing like what are our temptations, what are the things that make me not as succeed as much as I could succeed, how the things that can make me just excel as a human. This can talk about addictions and of all kinds and bad habits. So what I'm feeling is there may have been some kind of argument around like a drinking habit, or yeah, some kind of habit. Yeah, I'm feeling just like an argument around an addiction, or kind of deeming whether or not a certain level of a substance intake constitutes as substance abuse. Let's see. I'm feeling someone here is feeling kind of alone. We've got this Hermit card here, and I'm going to kind of hold it up here. I'm seeing someone kind of alone. I'm seeing someone kind of needing to take some time to get really clear in their minds what they want. I'm seeing someone feeling really alone and needing to, it's like you know what you need to do. You need to call on your inner guidance. And that's what the lamp represents in the Hermit card, is you have an inner wisdom that you know you need to follow. But oh my gosh, sometimes it's really hard to do that, isn't it? It's hard to follow that because it's so lonely. It's this lonely feeling, and it means, sometimes as we evolve as people, not everybody wants to evolve, and unfortunately that can mean not everybody comes with us along our journey. And sometimes that can just be for a small period of time, and sometimes that can be for life. And I think that can be this can be a hard energy to be in. I'm really feeling that there's, with this, in this case, in this spread so far, and it doesn't have to be, but I'm really feeling like there is um, someone here that's dealing with a loved one that has an addiction of some kind, either that it's a like a porn addiction, an alcohol addiction, drug addiction, something. There's some kind of addiction. Sometimes we can even be addicted to trauma, and I have seen that. And I'm seeing someone in this situation that's not the addict going, I can't do this anymore. Um, all right. I've got the Queen of Cups. I really love the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is right here. This is kind of where we're at in reality. So up here, we're kind of feeling and thinking about what we want to do next and how alone we are. But this right here this is kind of the reality of the situation. The Queen of Cups to me is kind of like the Mother Mary. She's the eternal mother, and she does a really good job of holding space and empathy for others. I feel someone is burned out. That's what I feel. I feel like somebody here is absolutely burnt out, and they are kind of experiencing and what's called empathy or compassion burnout. Like they just can't continue to care in the way that they have been. The Queen of Cups can be a little bit of an enabling energy because she just really feels for others. So this, I'm really feeling a kind of an addiction of some sort. I'm feeling an alcohol or a drug addiction, though it doesn't necessarily have to be. I'm feeling some kind of negativity, and someone here is feeling really alone because they know they may have to leave an individual behind for a certain period of time. And it's because you have been overgiving. You are overgiving and overgiving and overgiving, and you just can't do it anymore. You're starting to sacrifice your soul. I see some brighter days ahead. We've got the Sun card here. It's interesting. I wanted to pull the past card over here, but I decided to pull the Sun card first. I feel that brighter days are ahead, and that this is the card of Leo, the Sun card here. Next August, so next Leo season, I think you're going to look back at this period of your life and you're going to go, oh my gosh, like I feel like I've completely transformed as a human being. There's something really interesting about a timeline of 1 full year here. So I guess not quite, but yeah, technically a year. I'm feeling that whatever situation that you're in, and like I said, I really feel like this is a kind of situation where there's an enabler. There's somebody doing something that's kind of would fall in line with abusive behavior or addictive behavior. And the person that's kind of been putting up with this addictive behavior is feeling alone, feeling some compassion burnout. And it seems like you know what you need to do if you're that person. You need to kind of leave this individual behind, and that's making you really sad. But I see in a year from now, some of you will be reunited with whomever this person is. Some of you will be reunited, and that will be a really lovely and beautiful energy. And you will have given them a wonderful gift by being authentic and true to yourself and your own needs, which is, you can't just keep giving and giving and giving. And I see that it's going to bring a very well balanced relationship in about a year from now. I'm feeling whatever situation this is, it requires probably about a year to sort out. For others of you, I just feel that life is going to be very different and that you're going to be freeing yourself from a kind of emotional prison, if you will. And you're going to get to re-explore what it means to be you. Some of you, you know, there's like three different faces here on the sun. Some of you, I feel like, have really lost your identity, and whomever this situation involves, you've kind of lost your identity in the issues that they have. And your identity really has just been their caretaker and not really what do you want in life and what matters to you. I'm going to put this down here. Let's take a look at the past. For some of you, this individual that you might be needing to walk away from, either permanently or even temporarily, I feel like this is extra hard if this is somebody that you are romantically involved with, because the beginning of your relationship was really quite something, and this individual was so fiery and passionate and creative, and you really felt that they were the one. For others of you, you're the one that's really fiery and passionate and creative, and this whole situation has been nothing but a emotional suck, a time suck, all of these things that just aren't fair anymore. And I really see you putting your foot down, even if that makes you kind of sad. I'm going to ask for one more card, and we're going to do an outcome card. Oh my gosh, you guys, we've got the Queen of Wands. How wonderful. We've got a king and queen. If this is for some of you, this is a family member. I want to say that first. For some of you, this is a family member, and I'm feeling, at least in this case, or whomever I'm picking up, that you guys will be reunited and it will be better than ever. I'm also feeling that in a romantic relationship, because when a couple like this shows up in a reading, that's quite significant. I feel like this person is probably your person, but just because someone is your person doesn't mean you need to put up with bad behavior. And it doesn't mean you need to enable bad behavior. And by you not enabling that bad behavior, it's going to make you as a person and your relationship so much better, because the party that's kind of abusing you, I guess, in sorts, is doesn't really respect you right now because you're enabling this behavior. And if you stop enabling them, they'll respect you more. Okay, you guys, I hope this was helpful. This was a really heavy reading. If you are needing some more assistance with whatever situation that you have going on in regards to this, please reach out to me. I'd be happy to talk to anybody here about any kind of situation regarding this. This was super heavy, and yeah, so I'm here for you guys. You've got this. Somebody's clearly got a good head on their shoulders, and they know, they're very smart. So keep on keeping on, okay? Keep the hope. All right, you guys, welcome to reading number 2. If you chose this deck, welcome. Before we get started, I just want to point out that this is a beautiful little tumbled piece of rose quartz. Rose quartz is great for relationships. It's great for self-healing. It's just a wonderful, delicious stone for your heart chakra. If you are needing support in that way, I would highly recommend getting some rose quartz. This is actually my favorite crystal ever. Okay, you guys, so I've already pre-shuffled your cards, and we're just going to go ahead and dive right in. And I'm feeling that this may be a reading about romance, so let's find out. Okay, you guys, we're starting off with the Six of Wands. First of all, congratulations. This is a beautiful card. This is a great energy. This is about succeeding. This is about um, kind of triumphing over evil or bad things that are kind of going on in your life. This can also talk about a job well done where you just deserve some recognition. And so you may be receiving some accolades right now. You may also not be receiving accolades right now, and you're kind of feeling like, what the heck, I'm doing really good. But, I'm feeling, especially with the rose quartz, that it's important that you give yourself the permission to validate yourself and to and recognize your own success. I've got the Nine of Pentacles crossing. So this is kind of the interesting little combo here. We've got the Six of Wands, and then we come to the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles is kind of like my single independent boss babe. This can be male, female, she, they, them, whatever. Just take it how it resonates. And I'm feeling that this individual just has basically everything that they could possibly need. You could be doing really well financially, or you could have succeeded in some kind of area of your life and you're just kind of going along. But let's see kind of what's going on, because something here just feels a little lonely. What's going on? Okay. Yep. Absolutely. We've got the Hermit card. We've got a theme here, you guys. I would recommend going and watching reading number 1. They got the same card in the same position. This is the Hermit card. What I'm feeling here is that somebody is successful or is doing really well in life right now, and like you're making all of the right moves, but for whatever reason you're just feeling really alone. I see someone feeling really alone. And the Hermit card kind of tells us that we're taking the right action. We're following what we know is true. We're following our either our desire, our passion, or just simply the truth and knowing what's right for us. And it can feel so alone because you're not really getting the confirmation that you need. It's interesting, the Six of Wands is here. You're not really getting the confirmation that you need, that you're making the right move. You just kind of have to trust yourself that you are making the right moves. And that can be a really hard place to be in. But oftentimes that's when we kind of tend to grow the most, is when we're forced to really be with our decisions and stick to it. I see that if you're in this situation, you're definitely making the right choice, but I do see that maybe you're feeling kind of lonely, and that cannot be fun all the time. That's not a fun energy. I see right now that you're working really hard. And that may be because you're feeling kind of lonely. And so the only thing that you know how to do is to just I'm seeing this as kind of going up and up and up and up. This feels like the only thing you know how to do right now is climb the corporate ladder. And that can be literally or figuratively. This feels like an individual that's doing well with money or doing well in career, but maybe they're kind of lacking in the romance department or friendship department. And I see all of this energy you have. You're just putting it right into work. You're putting it right into either working hard on yourself, perfecting a craft, or literally your job. Oh, okay. I see in the past we have the High Priestess. This is really interesting energy. And then we've got the Empress. Okay, so in the High Priestess energy, what we're seeing that you got some kind of intuitive hit that you needed to maybe turn your life around, that you needed to make some big decisions, and that you kind of had to do a trust fall back into the universe. And maybe you're now feeling like you're being punished a little bit and you're alone and you're just working really hard. But I do see the Empress is coming in. I see the Empress coming in for you. That to me tells me that you're not going to feel this way for very long, and maybe you're not literally alone. This also feels like an energy of like being in a room of crowded people and you just feel so alone. And that's because if you're kind of falling more into that category where you have people around you, you just feel alone around them. I'm feeling it's because of a lack of trust and vulnerability. And I'm feeling that in order to kind of break through that mismatch, that we're needing to open up our hearts, we're needing to open up our heart space to those around us. We need to be putting, if this behavior and this feeling is due to a broken relationship, I'm really feeling that we need to start focusing on healing. And if you're that individual, I think you know that. I do. I really think you know that. I'm going to pull one more card for you guys because this is interesting. Okay. I've got a Ace of Wands. Fascinating. Okay. So, this feels like trading out an old vision with a new vision. And sometimes when we are heartbroken, we can get a little bit jaded. And I feel as soon as you just kind of open your heart up a little bit, no matter how much it hurts, and you just start healing some of the relationships around you, the relationships that would be more supportive of you. If we can start healing those relationships, I see you trading out one dream with another. And I see this kind of being a new cycle, this being a new, just like, oh my gosh, okay, we're gonna go down this path. It's a fresh path. On this path, we are more open to those we love. We're more receptive to love. For others of you, I just feel that this Empress is going to be bringing in a really beautiful, passionate relationship because you are deserving of it. But of course, you're going to have to take that as it resonates. So essentially, I'm seeing two categories of people here. I'm seeing a category of people that have had to separate from some relationships and they're feeling alone. And I'm feeling that the Empress is going to come in and is going to bring you new love, new friendship, new joy in your life. And it's just going to get you real fired up. And you're going to be very excited about this. And you're going to be able to kind of start shifting your energy. And I see that you're kind of trading out this dream over here for a new one. Now, if you are in the other scenario where you have people around you, but you feel really alone, it's because there's some brokenness. And I'm seeing that you're going to get an opportunity, or there's going to be some kind of opportunity to come in to kind of heal that brokenness. And it's going to just require trust and vulnerability. If this is with a romantic partner, I feel things are going to be very sexual. I feel that there's going to be a rekindling of romance, and this is going to be quite nice for you. And it's going to change your vision a little bit because you're not going to want to go through things alone ever again, or at least not for this journey. You're not going to want to go through it alone. Okay, you guys, I hope this was helpful. Let me know down in the comments below, okay? Definitely go check out the first reading. We got the Hermit as well, and I think you might be able to resonate with some of the energy that was there. Okay, you guys, I love you, and I hope you're doing well, and I will talk to you soon. Hello, you guys. Welcome to your reading. If you picked deck number 3, before we really kind of dive into the cards, which I have pre-shuffled, I just kind of want to talk about this stone right here. This is called Sodalite. This is a fantastic stone if you have issues with your throat chakra, speaking your truth, kind of standing up for yourself. This is a great stone for say what you mean, but don't say it mean right? This is not necessarily about inviting or inciting anger. This is just about speaking our truth. It's a great thing to have in your pocket if that's something you kind of struggle with. So, if you are needing support in that area, I strongly recommend taking a look at this, and it's pretty cheap stone. All right, you guys, like I said, I did pre-shuffle, so let's just go ahead and dive in. All right, we've got the High Priestess. Wonderful card. So without having to like really dive into kind of the gargly gook of tarot history, this is the High Priestess. She can be kind of thought of as like a Mother Mary figure, as could, I suppose, the Empress as well. It's a very deep feminine energy. It's like the energy of a mother knowing maybe she's pregnant before having to take a pregnancy test. She is the priestess of universal knowledge and specifically hidden knowledge. So I'm feeling that somebody here is in a state where they are needing to get into their intuition, or they've been getting into their intuition. Maybe you're somebody where you have information that you don't really know what to do with. Maybe you know something about someone else and in their situation, and you're just not sure exactly what to do with that. So this is a really fascinating card, but it's a really beautiful card because we don't need to be sitting in the dark for very long with this energy. Sorry, before I move on, the other thing that's really interesting is that she's got two pillars. She's got a black pillar and a white pillar, and that's about how things aren't necessarily always black and white, but we always have a choice, and that is black and white. So I hope that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. That while a situation can kind of feel like it's in the gray, what you choose to do is very black and white. It's either you do this or you do this. But yeah, really fascinating. Really, really fascinating card. Let's kind of keep going, okay, you guys? All right, let's see. Oh, wow. Eight of Pentacles. I think deck number one, reading number one got this. You might want to go to give that a look, because you might get some extra messages there. What I'm feeling is someone here might know. There's two possible things that I'm seeing. See, number one, that somebody might have some secret knowledge, and it's work related. And you're not quite sure what to do with it. That's number one. The other one is I see that somebody here has secret knowledge about what they do for money and what they do for a living, and have like a secret talent. I guess it doesn't necessarily have to be about money, but it definitely, the Eight of Pentacles does talk about an actual craft that we have. So I do feel that that's a possibility. The other thing, and though I know this is not necessarily the meaning of this card, is I'm feeling that you've got some kind of information, or you're needing some kind of information, and you feel like you are running out of patience. Like I said, I know that's not the meaning of that card, so don't rip my head off if you're a tarot enthusiast. I do read intuitively sometimes, or I try to most of the time, actually. And so that's kind of what I'm feeling. I'm feeling like there's a couple of different scenarios of either having knowledge and not knowing what to do with it, and like kind of feeling like you're running out of patience, or having some kind of intuitive knowledge about someone at work, or there's something there. It's fascinating. Okay, we've got the King of Cups. Okay, here's what I'm feeling, you guys. If you have if you know something about someone else, especially if it's at a workplace, I'm feeling with the King of Cups that you need to be emotionally mature about it, and you need to remember that your secrets aren't yours to, those secrets of someone else's secrets, sorry. If it's someone else's secrets, they're not really yours to be sharing. And what I'm feeling in this card is we need to be looking at what the more emotionally mature response would be. Um, and I feel like that can really apply in all of the listed scenarios that we sort of talked about. Either you've got a secret talent, or you've got some knowledge of someone else, or you feel like you're running out of patience and you're not quite sure what to do. Well, the King of Cups is here to kind of talk to us about making emotionally mature choices. So what I'm kind of feeling him say is, we don't want to be spilling secrets of others. We don't want to be a gossip because that creates negative karma in our own lives, and it's not our secret to share. Now there is a limit. There is a limit. If you have knowledge and not sharing that knowledge would hurt someone, then we might need to make a choice about what the most emotionally mature, positive way that we can deal with that would be. But if it's not an absolute necessity to share this knowledge that we have about someone else, to not do so, and that it's not our thing to really share. What I'm feeling is there could be somebody here who knows that someone else is cheating, and I don't mean like emotional, like I don't talking about romantic relationship. That could be, it could be like somebody's cheating the system, somebody is not behaving honestly. And what I'm feeling is if you have knowledge of somebody kind of cheating the system, if you will, they are going to rat themselves out by their own actions, and you don't need to be doing a darn thing, especially if it's at work. Um, yeah, especially if it's at work. The other thing that I'm hearing someone say, knowing they have some kind of knowledge about someone else and they're doing something they really shouldn't be doing, and you're running out of patience. What I'm feeling is you're going to have to come up with an emotionally mature way to confront this person and say, hey, um I need you to make a choice on how to deal with this, and or I am going to help you make that choice by telling the manager or doing X, Y, and Z. So that's, I'm kind of feeling, and it's a little bit of an ultimatum, I know, but what we really want people to be making choices for themselves. We don't really want to be making choices for other people. And so try to find room for letting people make their own choices as much as possible. And that's if those are things that affect us personally. If those are not things that affect us personally, we may want to consider leaving it alone entirely. Okay, we've got the Seven of Wands. Yep, so this to me is just kind of the confirmation of kind of rising above in this situation. And you're going to have to take this as it resonates for you, of course. And there's a lot of different ways that this could resonate because I'm seeing several different situations. Bang, I'm seeing someone really needing to walk the high road. And I've got the King of Cups here that's kind of said the same thing. So I feel like these are saying the same thing to me as a reader together, that walking the high road is the only road and the best road, and the only way that we kind of stay out of the debt of negative karma. Not to share things that don't belong to us to share, and encouraging others to do the right thing, but not kind of getting down in the weeds. And I'm really feeling that there's someone here that's feeling tempted because they're running out of patience. I keep hearing that. They're running out of patience. I'm really feeling someone here is kind of wanting to get into the weeds and to just kind of release some of their anger. And I just feel like, be careful, don't do that. It's not going to yield the result that you wish it would. Okay, I'm gonna pull these two at the same time. All right, in the past, I've got the Eight of Swords. So this is really interesting. It's like, I feel something pretty dark with this. This feels really negative to me. This feels like somebody has made you feel like you couldn't share some kind of knowledge that you have about them. I guess that would make a lot more sense. Yeah, I'm feeling like this is very dark. Just someone's made you feel kind of threatened in some way, and you kind of internalize that a little bit. And I'm saying, hopefully by now you've evolved to realize that this person is not behaving in a very mature way, especially if this is a work situation. So that's, yeah, that's not good. And I'm so sorry if that has been you. And you are advised to behave in the most emotionally mature way as possible. And the best way to do that is to give people the outs that they need if it's warranted, and then help people make the decisions that they need to make if it affects you, and let go of the things that don't affect you as much. But nobody should be stifling your voice, you guys. With the Nine of Cups, I'm feeling like whatever situation this funk is, I see a beautiful outcome. I feel things are going to be a lot better from here on out. So whatever action it is that you need to take, either you need to let something go, something that really doesn't belong to you, like someone else's secret, or you need to kind of, I'm seeing you're needing to kind of force someone's hand in doing the right thing. And you're obviously welcome to reach out to me if you're needing some more clarity on this. Like I said, there's only so many different scenarios here, there's so many different scenarios here, but those are the few that I'm really picking up on. And I just feel that things are about to get a lot better. You're going to feel level-headed. I'm hearing for the first time in a really long time, you're going to feel like things are really out in the open, and that your day-to-day isn't going to be so hard carrying whatever kind of information it is. Which is fascinating that sodalite was your stone, because this is all about speaking your truth. And you know, people only can bind you up like this and put you in a put you in a kind of like this feeling of self-imprisonment. People can only do that to you when you don't speak your truth. So I'm feeling like there's, if this is a really negative situation, it might be time to really force someone's hand into being more honest. And I feel that this situation is going to come to a very speedy end if that's the case. You guys, let me know if you need some more help on this. Otherwise, you have a beautiful day, and I will see you soon. Okay, bye-bye.